thanks to those joining me live. And to those that will be joining me on archive. And to those that will be joining me on archive. Give me an amen. You have arrived at church because I'm about to preach right now. This is D-Style Boxing Live. Make sure you throw a jab at the like button if you're watching right now on archive, and believe me, you do that. And those coming in live, press the like, share this video on all your social media platforms. Feel free to join the D-Style Boxing membership. Just 99 cents a month. You can support the channel. I want to thank all the members that support the channel. I had two new members this week, so I appreciate that 100%. And this weekend, we'll have some political content, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and talk some boxing. Let's go ahead and talk some boxing. Look. I saw the pictures you saw. I saw the pictures you saw. Callum Smith is as tall as we thought he was. They ain't lying when they say he's a tall motherfucker. They're not lying at all. Let's pull up some Callum Smith right now. Pull him up really quick. Callum Smith. Let's see here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. 6'3". I mean, he looks like a LeBron James height next to Canelo. Told you guys, Canelo's 5'7". If no 5'9", oh, Canelo's 5'9". I seen Canelo stank to Andy Ruiz. Ain't no way Andy Ruiz is 6'2". He was still a few inches taller than Canelo. Told you Andy's fucking 6 feet tall. Andy's like 6 foot, just short of 6'1". 6'2". We don't even hit the 6'1". He's short of 6'2" with shoes on. All right. I think Callum Smith might be close to 6'4". That's what I think. Look at this dude. Look at this. Callum Smith's too tall. He's got like 8-inch reach advantage. After further review, I got to tell you, I think he could win. I think Callum Smith could win this. I'm telling you right now. Let me tell you something right now. All right? Canelo's 5'7". This dude's almost 6'4". I wouldn't be shocked if Canelo's like 5'6" and like 3/4 either. That wouldn't even shock me. I'm just gonna tell you right now. But let's see 5'7". This dude's 6'4". Okay, 6'3" officially, but you know. Let me just tell you some. The tall dude. I see everybody. Oh my God, the height! Oh my God! Like that's what I was hearing. You know, like oh my God, look at the height. Let me give a shout out to you guys really quick. Gano Local Sports, Zeno, the Texan, Boxing Dialogue, Phil, 5'0" weight, A-Rod, Joe Lopez, 40 ounce. Okay, Charalambos, Mark, Chicano Prophet, Ignorant Boxing, the Texan. How's it going, guys? JC, Run PMC, what is up? Can somebody tell me right now? Well, I woke up this morning, everybody's like, ah! What the fuck's going on? That was trending on social media. This was trending. I swear to God, that was trending. I'm like, why is that trending? I don't know why that was trending. I'm like, what's going on? And then I saw the pictures. Hashtag. When I saw that, oh my God, stop the fight. The commission needs to stop it. Stop the fight. We don't need to see. This is unfair. He's too tall. He's too tall. He's too big. Stop the fight. Put him in the ring with Joshua. Put him in the ring with Wilder. Put him in there with Fury. This isn't fair. It's not fair. He's too big. He's too tall. 8 inches, bro. Let me tell you something. When I looked at this picture, I said he could beat Canelo. I'm not even sure. You guys think I'm joking? Chicano thinks I'm tripping. I guarantee he could beat Canelo. You know what? I'll take it a step further. He could dominate Canelo. Dominate him is what he could do. I promise you that. All right? It's what he can do. The way I envision it all in my head, oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh my God, what I just envisioned. Oh my God. Canelo's dead. Oh my God, he killed Canelo. Holy shit. The way I envision it, Phil 508 showing that support, $2 super chat. Looks like Tyson versus his opponents. What I'm envisioning in my head right now, okay, Canelo right in front of Rocky Fielding, face to face, in the middle of the arena. He's just too tall. He's using his reach, not Rocky Fielding, Callum Smith. He's using his reach. Oh my God, he's using his reach. Canelo can't get past the reach. Oh, shit. Oh, what I just saw in my head. Oh, Canelo's dead. Canelo's dead. What I just saw in my head, he's dead. He's dead, bro. Everyone's going, oh, like covering their mouth and shit. What I just envisioned in my head. Oh, my God. I don't know if Canelo will ever be the same after that. I don't know. Oh, my God. That reach was just too much. The height is just a little too much. Okay? Just the height, the reach in front of the people. And I'm going to tell you guys what I'm envisioning in my head, because you guys think I'm joking and shit, right? Oh, my God. Oh, he did it again to Canelo. Oh, my God. They got to stop this. They got to stop this shit. Just stop it. Just stop it. Put an end to it, ref. Ref, put an end to it already. God damn, this is embarrassing. Rocky Fielding is dominating this contest in my head right now. Dominating. With ease. It's not even close. Look at this. I'm going to explain to you guys in a moment what I'm envisioning. I can't stop it. Oh, my God. Once again, Callum Smith, which I think I'm calling Rocky Fielding for that. I apologize. But Callum Smith, once again, how many times he's got to kill Canelo in front of everybody in this sporting contest? Oh, my God. It's enough. It's a ref. Put an end to it. Stop it. What do you mean Canelo still wants more? I don't care if Canelo doesn't want. What do you mean? Stop it, ref. It isn't right, ref. What you're doing just isn't right, ref. It's too big. It's too tall. The height, the reach. Man. Callum Smith is dominating Canelo in this contest in my head right now. After I saw this picture, let me tell you guys something. I'm 100% confident that Callum Smith would whoop Canelo. I'm 100% confident that Callum Smith would dominate Canelo Alvarez. I'm 100%, like I promise you, he would fucking dunk it on his ass. If this was a basketball game, he would dunk it on Canelo. He would use his height, and Canelo wouldn't have a shot if this was a game of basketball. If this was a game of 21, if this was a game of 21, all right, he would dominate Canelo. Canelo wouldn't have a shot. He would block it every time Canelo went for it. Every time Canelo would go to shoot, boom, he'd block it. You know what I mean? Everybody goes, oh! You know what I mean? He wouldn't have a shot against Callum Smith in a game of basketball. No shot. I give Canelo 0 shot. No shot at all. That after I saw this picture. Right? No shot. 21-0. Right? Canelo will be lucky to land a basket. Does he land a basket? I don't know. But he gets dominated. Right? He gets dominated in a game of basketball. He'll be dunking it all over Canelo. Boom, dunk. Boom, killing him. Oh, all that shit. Right? Potato, I don't know if he was going to dunk it like all crazy, but he could dunk it. But yeah, he ain't going to beat him in a boxing fight. I never said he's going to beat him in a boxing fight. I never said he's going to knock him out. All right? I never said any of that. At the end of the day, never said any of that shit. Did anybody hear me say that? Mr. Shelton can say whatever he wants to say. All right? Carmen, go instigate somewhere else. Peace out. Simple as that. Instigators, schmitstigators. Okay? Nothing like a good old, let me build a burner account to start some trouble. Like whatever. Okay, that shows you care. But look, all right? Let me tell you guys something. What's going on, Phil? Once again, $1.99 on that super chat. He says, laughing my ass off, crying dead. Laughing, crying dead. Those are the emojis. Let me tell you something. How would Canelo possibly stop Callum Smith in a basketball court? Well, what's he going to do? You can't stop him in the basketball court. That's what this picture shows me. If this is a game of basketball, I got Callum Smith all day. All day. But this isn't a game of basketball. This is boxing. Right? Unfortunately, Callum Smith is tall. And he is tall for the division. It tells me he has a small skeleton frame, is what it tells me. How many shots to the ribs can he take for Canelo Alvarez with that long-ass torso of his? Because that reach advantage will turn to a disadvantage once they're on the inside. And on the inside, Canelo will have the advantage. That's just the way it is. He's going to work the body on Callum Smith. Okay, he's going to make him bend over, man. Let me tell you something. And he lands an uppercut on Callum Smith, as tall as he is. And if that uppercut lands and his head falls back, he doesn't have that center of gravity to stay standing. He will be dropped on his ass. And that's only if he doesn't fall face first. All right, Potato Bass. Okay, no skeleton. Okay, cool. Cool. He's a big, massive guy, but he's fighting 175. Look, I mean, obviously, 6'2", 3. It's not like out of this world, and obviously Canelo's small for the division. But what I will say, or in height anyway, what I will say is that's a long torso, and that's a lot of meat for Canelo to be punching on once he gets on the inside. He's gonna have to keep Canelo on the outside, and I just don't think he can do it. I think the bobbing and weaving of Canelo, he could, he has that better center of gravity. He could come in low, right? And I just don't think Callum has the speed and the reflexes to deal with a guy who can cut through transition from that outside to the inside like butter, like a hot knife on the stove. Okay, like a hot butter knife through butter, right? The text it says going to make him bend the knee. You know what? I wonder if there's any odds on that. Like, does Vegas have any odds on whether or not Callum Smith's going to bend the knee? Are we supposed to sing God Bless the Queen when he bends the knee or something? He's going to ask Canelo to knight him in the middle of the fight. Watch. In the middle of the fight, he's going to be like, please knight me, sir. Knight me, good sir. Knight me. Well, Canelo can't knight you. You know what I mean? He's not the king of England, right? But he might as well be. All right? Soon enough, he will be the king of England. Soon enough. I mean, if he keeps beating up, English brothers and English fighter after English fighter and making them bend knees. And I mean, how many Englishmen need to bend the knee before you become the official king of England, right? I mean, that's a question I would like to ask. You know what I mean? How many Mexicans must English people bend the knee to in order for Mexico to officially take over the country? Right? Like that is a question I would love to hear. Now it's all in spirit of fun, but it's a rivalry, and I'm gonna take full advantage and throw my shots when I can. It's the way it is. You know what I'm talking about? How many knees need to bend for him to officially become the king of England? How many? Although don't act like I ain't making no sense now. How many knees? We had Edwards bend the knee to Martinez, and then they in broad daylight they robbed them. Well, it was daylight over here, it was night over there, but the lights were on. Okay, in front of everybody. Mauricio Suleiman hooked up England by stripping Martinez of his win, like the traitor that he is, like a thief in the night. Andy Ruiz made Anthony Joshua bend the knee. Joshua still has nightmares about that fight. He has an identity crisis right now. He fought safety first against Andy Ruiz, and Andy Ruiz came out of shape in that fight. He wants to knock him out. He needs to erase those demons, right? Canelo, multiple British fighters bending the knee, right? How many times y'all gotta bend the knee? Because at some point, I think if he makes Callum Smith bend the knee, all hail the King of England. All hail the King, right? He might as well take over England. I mean, Canelo's got more Englishmen bending the knee for him than the Queen of England at this point, right? Might as well. Everybody want to do the knight him and shit. Knight me, good sir. Good sir. Potatoes mad, but it's okay, man. Say whatever you want. Okay, Canelo, he's got to do it to Fury or Josh. He's got to go all over the heavyweight. Okay, I get it. All right. Man, he went with a safe one with that one. Melvin Ryan says, salute D Styles. Salad of Israel. Camelot's going to get jabbed to death and it hits him over with an overhand right. What's going on, Charles Miller? Man, UK fighters are soft. They're calling you out. Hey, don't want me to call you soft. Don't bend the knee. That's all I'm going to say right now. Let me tell you something. You're 6'4", bro. You're going to let this 5'7" dude make you bend the knee? Are you really going to make this 5'7" motherfucker make you bend the knee before the world while your countrymen are watching? Because we know all of Mexico's going to be watching. All of England's going to be watching. Right? Everybody. Right? A couple 100,000, if not over 1 million people, right, in the U.S. watching. The world watching. It's a Canelo fight. Everybody's watching. Right? Even all the haters on it, you're all going to be watching. But look. Like, oh, Canelo, you're going to watch. Okay? But can you explain to me How many knees must be bent for you to become king? I want to know the answer to this question. Yeah, Rocky was just almost just a thought. You're right. Get this smoke. Coach K, a.k.a. Zone 6. Can somebody tell me how many knees you got to bend before you become king? Because they keep bending the knee to Canelo. Be in the middle of a fight, bend the fucking knee. And the motherfuckers bend the knee and shit. Especially here from the UK, right? The audacity of having God Bless the Queen as your national anthem, right? But you're bending before Canelo, your new king, in the middle of the fight. All right, that's what's going to happen. All right? He's going to bend the damn knee. And you tell D-Style said that. You go tell. I don't give a shit. How about that? How about that? He's going to bend that knee. Because let me tell you, for those just coming in, I know you read the title. Look, people were telling me, hey, you don't think you could beat Canelo? Look at this picture. Like, they were sending me this picture, and they were telling me, he can beat Canelo. Look. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, okay, at a game of basketball, right? I am confident. Like, does anybody think, if you look at this picture, right? Who would you face? Just by looking at the picture. I don't know Canelo's dribbling skills, and neither do you, okay? I don't know Callum Smith's dribbling skills, neither do you. We don't know if I doubt Canelo could dunk, okay? Dude's 5'7", okay? But 5'6", 3/4, okay, at best, right? But Callum Smith, 6'3", you would think he could dunk. I don't know if he can or not. Who knows? But right, almost 6'4". You would think he could dunk. But if you just look at this picture, who wins it? Who would you bet your money on to win in a game of basketball? My money would be on Callum Smith all day. In a game of basketball, he beats. Too bad this is not a game of basketball. And yes, Connor, I will have my post-fight video more than likely before the fight. You guys are more than welcome to continue that trend. But just remember, if you get a fight wrong, you can't do it anymore. All right? If you do a post-fight before the fight, it just saves you time. You know, like, look, I don't know if I'm going to have time. I'm probably going to be out partying and shit. Okay, I'm probably going to, be out, or something. I got more important things to do right? Whatever it is, right? I got things to do, people to see, people to do, and things to see. Whatever it is, right? I don't got time. I'm just going to do the post-fight now since we already know what's going to happen, okay? Okay, he's going to beat the shit out of Callum Smith, and then, we move on. As simple as that. The question isn't if Callum Smith's going to win. The question is he going to bend the knee or is he going to take his beating for 12 rounds? That's the question. That's the question. Potato says, watch 24/7. Canelo's playing basketball. He's not really good. Well, there you go. There you go. So if they're both not really good, I'm going to go with a tall dude. All right? Chicano. UK fans are giving Smith much of a chance, even though they thought Brook might have a chance against Bud. A lot of people thought he had a chance against Bud. A lot of people thought that. Ribs for dinner. That's right. Canelo's going to show up to the Canelo household, the Alvarez household, with like a metal hook and shit, right? And a big, like a long fucking line of ribs. Like, Papa, eso que es? What's that, Dad? Oh, this is Callum Smith's ribs. I'm going to grill these suckers. All right? They're a little damaged, but it's okay. We'll cut them in bits. We'll make tacos out of them or some shit. You know what I mean? It's all good. This dude's going to get his ass beat. Okay? And I know I'm being funny and everybody's laughing. That's cool because it's supposed to be funny. Right? It's supposed to be funny. But when Callum Smith's looking up at the lights or disappointed in the corner or sitting on the stool because he can't stand up, wondering why the little short motherfucker put a beating on his ass, okay? That's not going to be funny, Callum, all right? That's not going to be funny, UK. You know why? Because it's not supposed to be funny. That's why, okay? The joke's going to end once the bell rings. Once the bell rings, all the jokes and all the laughing, all that, it ain't going to matter. You know what I mean? I'm going to get you back, these styles, shaking your head, like shaking your fist. If you're going to get me back for what I'm saying right now, you need to make a video right now. Tell me that Callum Smith's going to beat Canelo in a fight. Go on record and say that. All right? You don't even have to break it down. Just go on record and say it. And then, once you go on record and say, if Callum Smith beats Canelo, then you could come back to this video and be like, ha, 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 ha. You were wrong, bitch. Or whatever you want to say, you could say it because you have a right to say it. But if you don't have the balls to pick Callum Smith, you can't do shit. It ain't my fault you don't got faith in your dude. It ain't my fault he don't got a chance in hell to win this fight because he's just not that good. Not as good as Canelo. Those are just the facts. In this fight, Callum Smith's WBA Super Championship is on the line. The ring belt is on the line. And the vacant WBC belt is on the line. Those are the belts on the line for this fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez will batter and will find the inside against Callum Smith. I promise you that. Early, too. It's going to be interesting to see how Callum Smith reacts when he gets hit flush to the body. And it's going to happen really, really early. You need to understand, on those close quarters, Canelo's used to having less kind of these open windows are just fewer and far between. Against a guy like Rocky Fielding, his whole torso was exposed. Well, it's going to be exposed for Callum here as well. You know what I mean? And he's going to be at a severe disadvantage when they're on the inside. So Callum better get his Greco-Roman on because that's the only way he's going to be able to stop Canelo on the inside. And pray the ref doesn't warn him for holding. That's his only shot. He better catch him coming in every time to equal what's going to come on the inside. I don't think that's going to happen. If he bends the knee, he might as well throw that World Boxing Super Series trophy while he's at it as a Texan. Canelo about to show these 168-pound fellas what a unified champion looks like, says Chicano Prophet. And you know who we want next? Well, not we, but you know what I mean. We don't want to go there now, but because we're gonna take the whole UK. You're next, Billy Joe Saunders. Somebody tell Billy Joe Saunders to grow a pair of cojones and get in the ring with Canelo. All right? How about that? Somebody go tell him. Because you want to criticize Canelo's opponent. Look at Billy Joe Saunders' last fucking opponent. On Old Murray. Get the fuck out of here. On Old Murray. I mean, come on. And he's going to make his ass bend the knee too. Now, I'll give Billy Joe this. He's a tougher fight than Callum Smith. All right? But he's going to bend the knee too. Bend the knee to your king. Canelo's beating these guys up so bad. They're talking. Let me tell you something. He's going to beat the English out of them. They're going to be speaking Spanish, like fluent Spanish by the end of the fight. Okay? Callum Smith's going to walk in, an Englishman, like, my name is Callum Smith. Like, you know what I mean? He's going to walk out of the ring like, yo soy Callum Smith. Sí, Canelo es un buen peleador. Me ganó a buena ley, Canelo. Like, you know, he's gonna beat the English out of them. They're gonna come out speaking Spanish, fluent Spanish. I'm telling you right now, like, that's gonna be Callum after they're gonna need a translator for Callum after the fight. You know what I mean? Callum, what happened? ¿Qué? Tell him. Like, what do you mean? Like, hey, get this translator over here. The English been beat out of him. He's speaking Spanish now. Hey, what did you think of the fight? Like, sí, Canelo es un buen peleador. Él es el mejor. Yo, Callum Smith's gonna be doing translations for Cano Loco Sports Channel and shit after this shit. Right? Kind of, I need a translator. Like, hey, let's get Callum Smith on here, bro. He'll translate that shit hardcore. You know what I mean? But like, Callum, what happened? What happened, Callum? Sí, pues me ganó. Él es el mejor. Me ganó buena ley. Like, yeah, everybody, Callum Smith saying that Canelo beat him fair and square. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. Beat the English. Like, okay, Billy Joe Saunders now. He's going to have that motherfucker speaking French. Right? Like, what he's done with him, okay? Gonna walk in. My name is Billy Joe Saunders. After the fight, hey, Billy Joe, what happened? Bonjour. Yo, let me tell you something. He's gonna beat the English out of him, bro. The English gonna disown these dudes, bro. They're coming out to God bless the Queen, but they're God blessing Canelo, bending the knee to him in the middle of the fight. Like, what's going on over here? You're switching it up on us a little too much right now. You're switching it up. Stop switching the shit up. All right? Let me tell you something. Yo, they're going to go from God bless the Queen. They're going to go from that to Mexicanos al grito de guerra. He's going to have him singing the national anthem and shit after the fight. Hey, that's what Nakatani did to Verdejo. The Verdejo stood up speaking like fluent Japanese and shit. You know? Yo, Nakatani did the samurai slay on him. Dude woke up, you know? And that's what happened to that Japanese cat that speaks Spanish. Mexican cat beat his ass. That's why he's all talking Spanish and shit. And y'all just didn't know that. Okay, that's what happened there. Look, it is fight week. Absolutely. Give a round of applause to Dragon Style. Okay, let me tell you guys something. All right, let me just tell you something. All right. Let me say this. It should be a good fight for the first about 3-4 rounds. I do believe Callum Smith's going to have some success with the jab, right? He has a solid jab. I'm not going to call it, people are calling it a great jab. Like, let's stop using words like great, please. You know what I mean? But he has a solid jab. You know, even though I'm playing semantics, but it's whatever. He has a pretty solid jab. He does have to cut through the outside mid-range to the inside. He still has to do that. But I think once Canelo's at mid-range, right, it's going to take him some time to gauge the distance and kind of, you know, bob and weave his way inside and always keep the constant motion to not allow Callum Smith to keep it an outside fight. If this fight stays on the outside, it is obvious that Callum Smith has the advantage, okay? But I do foresee some situations where Callum Smith will be a little too squared up when Canelo gets on the inside, maybe a little too upright. And without that center of gravity, I see him getting dropped at least once or twice in this fight. So I think that's the main thing, and that's what I'm looking at here. Because while Canelo isn't tall, he's still big, right? He's built like a pit bull, you know. So he's going to come in. That's a lot of force that's hitting Callum Smith. Okay, Callum Smith's still a bigger guy, but the height difference, you know, makes it seem like there's a big size difference, right? And while he does have the size advantage, it's not by as much as people think, right? The height, it makes it a little, you know, deceiving, let's just say, right? Plus, that angle isn't doing Canelo any help. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like they found angles that make Canelo look a lot smaller. And it's probably by design because they're trying to hype up the fight. Like, look, he's fighting this giant, or whatever, right? He's going to slay the English giant, and then it's going to move on. And then we're on to Billy Joe Saunders. And then somebody tell these other motherfuckers, okay, to stop waiting on Canelo, right? There's the boxing world, and you motherfuckers revolve around it, okay? You don't revolve around Canelo, right? So somebody tell Caleb Plant to fight somebody with a fucking pulse already. Who the fuck's he fighting? Fight Benavidez. There's no excuse for Benavidez Plant not happening. They're in the same fucking banner. There's zero reason that fight can happen. They're talking all this game about how they hate each other, the bad blood, and Benavidez talking about wanting to send Plant to the hospital and all this other bullshit, right? Oh, I'm going to send the guy to the hospital for, or whatever, right? Plant's calling him a fucking, junkie and all this shit, all that shit talking, right? I'm used to seeing YouTubers talk a lot of shit when they know that they're not going to back anything up. I'm used to that, but you guys are fighters, right? That's your profession. Hey, yo, Canelo, what's your profession? Soy peleador. Yo soy un peleador, right? I'm a fighter, right? That's what he'll answer me. Hey, Plant, what's your profession? Nah, you ain't that shit until you fight somebody. Can somebody explain to me why Plant and Benavidez can't fight each other right now? Would it make sense? Canelo's unifying right now. Benavidez, you need to fight for something. You're one of the top guys, right? Fight Plant, fight Benavidez. Because all this talk I hear, no, what Plant? I mean, he needed more time to prepare. Canelo only gave him a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months. It's not enough. He needs more time. Caleb Plant needs a year's notice. He needs to know it at least 7 months ahead of time and 2 months to think about it. Yes, Canelo has to stop everything he's doing. Another potential fight just for Caleb Plant, so Plant could think about it, okay? Like, Canelo's being unfair. He's offering him the fight, but only giving him 3 months to prepare. What the fuck is this? Canelo's got the same amount to prepare as you. Right? Like, I'm already hearing these excuses for fucking Smith. Oh, Smith only had a month to prepare for Canelo. Like, how much time do you think Canelo had to prepare for Smith? The same amount of fucking time. It's the same amount of time. You not understand? There should be pressure. They're both under PBC. Plant, Benavidez. Okay, let's make this an unofficial tournament. Your first round, let's go. All that shit and all that beef, make it worth some. Billy Joe Saunders, who the fuck you gonna fight? Billy Joe would rather be telling people how to hit their wife and girlfriend, okay, by hitting a speed bag or a punching bag. He'd rather be talking about how he wants to hit his girlfriend, but he won't talk about how he wants to hit Canelo. You could hit Canelo all you want. Ding, ding, let's go. What's up? What excuses do you guys have? Plant and Saunders were both offered the fight. They were both projected to make way more than they've ever had. If it's prize fighting, they were offered more money than ever before. They didn't take the fight because they're pussy. That's why. Okay? Should have taken the fight. Smith's the one that said, okay, let's do it. Right? Little 5'7", man. That should be his mentality. This 5'7" motherfucker thinking he could fuck with me. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? That's what he's thinking. That's the way he should think. To be honest, that should be his thinking. But let me tell you, man. It's going to be interesting. It really is. What the moves of these other fighters are, because I see a lot of crying, like, when does Canelo get to fight for the vacant WBC? Give it back to Benavidez. I know he missed weight, but it's not his fault. He was in quarantine. Like, what do you mean? Nobody's saying he can't redeem himself. Nobody's saying he can't come back and right those wrongs and, win his title. Nobody's saying that, but you don't just get the belt back. You don't get to keep the belt when you miss weight, especially when everybody's on quarantine. All these fighters are on quarantine. We're all dealing with the same shit. So I'll leave it at that. This is D-Style Boxing. You guys think about that one. I'm out. Peace.